Welcome, 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 all you entertainment holics out there in television and radio land. It is time yet again for another thrilling, exciting installment of, you guessed it, Wicked Entertaining, coming at you live each and every week. Typically Monday through Friday. We're on 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time on Rock Rage Radio. We're syndicated on the following: iHeartRadio, SiriusXM, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, Audible, Spreaker, Podbean, and Blog Talk Radio, as well as many other sites where you can hear podcasts and radio broadcasts. We're also featured for television and video on YouTube, Vimeo, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram TV, and we are distributed by the following: Sony Music Entertainment, Sony Music Publishing, The Orchard by Sony, Art 19, BMG, and 50/50 Global Music Incorporated. I'm your hostess, or one of your hosts for this evening, especially Jennifer DeVoe Muse. I am going to be joined by my wonderful friend and co-host Greg Coster. If I can, Greg
Hey, what's
Coster.
up?
If I can pull him into the conversation.
I'm here.
Hell yeah. And our other usual co-hosts that are on during the week here and there would be Derek Webb, actor, producer, and also a health trainer. We also got the sultry songstress Amy Bowman. We've got the Mac Daddy of Metal, Shiler Staver, and of course James Muse, aka the Muse, and I'm Jenny. So together we're Jenny and the Muse. Check us out right here for Wicked Entertaining on Rock Rage Radio. And like I said, we've got amazing Greg Costa with us. How's it going?
Hey, not too bad. I'm still worn out from Saturday.
So Saturday night here in Maine, for all of you out there who don't know what the fuck is going on right now, Greg works and lives in the northern part of the state of Maine, and I live more towards the central or southern part of the state. But we both attended, thanks to Greg, of course, and his wonderful connections, of course. We went to see Five Finger Death Punch, and who opened for them would be Megadeth and the Who, HU, not the band from the 70s. And everybody's gonna be like,
Don't
"Oh,
forget Fire from the
the
Gods.
Who." Yes, and Fire from the Gods, yes, for also played. So really great bands, and they were at the Main Savings with the amphitheater, as they
Yeah.
call it, Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor, Maine. So it was a great show. Very excited. That was a really good show. I mean, unfortunately, with the time that my husband got out of work in Portland, and then drove, and we got all the way up there, it was like 8 o'clock by the time we arrived, and so unfortunately, I missed Fire from the Gods and the Who, but I was
Uh,
able to see Megadeth and Five Finger Death Punch, so
Megadeth was
I was happy.
probably the best part of the show. No disrespect
Yes,
to any other. I mean, the Who was very good too, but man, Dave and
I wish I'd
Company,
seen them.
they always bring it. I mean,
Oh yeah, Dave Mustaine,
just
fuck yeah, good shit. They were really good. But yeah,
mm,
I love, Five Finger Death Punch was amazing too, so I couldn't
yep.
really complain. Yeah. So that was a great show. Very excited. So any of you who saw that or went to it, just say something in the comments or say what's up or whatever. But tonight, our featured guest is going to be none other than the incredible metal band Suppressed Intention.
What's happening?
Hell yeah. We are joined by Brian Hatter and Cameron Burke Casey. What's up? What's up?
What's happening?
So, all right. So, yeah, introduce yourselves, who's who, and what you play in the band.
Brian Hatter. I am the rhythm guitar and clean vocalist.
Clean vocals.
Cameron. I'm Cameron, and I play the drums.
Hell yeah. He's a beast. They're both beasts, but God, Cameron, holy shit,
Are
that
we?
man. Ooh, you're both beasts. Fucking beasts. Dude, I've seen both of you, and I've seen what you're capable of in different forms. In different forms. I've seen you with different bands. I've seen you with. known you guys for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very proud of you and your accomplishments. Plus, of course, you're with Get Roll Global Artist Management, which I'm very always proud of that. But this next year we got to get on some festivals and some big concerts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a tour. Something. I don't know. So,
I
can
agree.
you tell our viewers a little bit more and our listeners a little bit more about you guys as a band?
So we started in late 2018. Cameron and I got a little bit to the point where we were at that time. We needed to go and do something different. We needed to do our own thing. We found some guys. Cameron was actually working with some guys at where he was working that were looking for some members. So it's kind of like, hey, I know these guys. And Cameron was like, hey, I know this guitar player and vocalist and stuff. So we all started getting together. Initially, kind of funny story on my end is I thought I'd be playing bass. Like, they're like, no. Okay, well, I'll be the vocalist. No. So what exactly am I doing? And they're like, check this out. 3 guitar players. And I'm like, what? But once we started jamming, getting the full band together, started putting things together, kind of saw where we were going. Then it was more exciting. But we've been working since 2018. We started playing a lot of shows, 2019, and then of course 2020. We got to Green Jelly Jam Fest, and then everything went to hell with pandemic.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, shit, we can't do that. So it was like, well, let's start recording the EP. So that's what we basically during the pandemic, that's what we focused on. Once we finished the EP, which was we released that early this year, we started playing a few more shows, been out of town and stuff, and then about April of this year, we're like, okay, now it's time to start the full length process. We started drums earlier this year. About April this year, we did drums. Right now, we're still in recording process. We're don't have a real time frame on when the record's going to be completed, but it's in process right now. But our goal is by the beginning of next year to start looking at touring. Right now, we are playing a lot of local stuff, mainly because that's what's drawing in the money for us, is our local scene. Obviously, we want to get our name out there, but it's also important to us to have some relevancy, build a scene in our area, which is really starting to come along, starting to get some really good bands out of this area that are starting to come up, starting to play some venues, some new venues opening up. But obviously, once the record's done, we'll be focusing on some more out-of-town stuff and also focusing on touring at that point.
Very nice. How many songs are you guys planning for this new album?
It's 9-song record.
Okay, nice, very good. Do you all have everything written so far? I mean, I know you're in the process of like recording and stuff.
It's all done. We've
Okay, nice.
we've recorded all of them on Scratch Tracks, and they're all written, finished, completed. We're just in the recording process right now. We're doing a step by step, like a cake, like drums, bass, everything.
Right.
Some of the guys in the band, it's their first time in a recording studio. Other times, like me, Brian, and John, our bass player, we've been in the recording studio over 10 times in our entire life, so we know the situation. But it's just making sure we do it properly and making sure we get out the final product the way we want it to. Because I'm not a big fan of like not putting a whole lot of heart into your music and making it like a math problem. I'd much rather it be super organic and like feel really good. There's a lot of bands like All Hope Is Gone was written like that with Slipknot, and like if you ever hear them talk about that record, they like it and stuff, but like Clown went on record saying it was like one of the most like embarrassing examples of how he recorded a record. He was saying like it was like they gave absolutely nothing to it and it still did super well, so it was kind of like a sick joke. Like I'm a big fan of giving 100% of myself to everything I do because it just makes the end product so much more satisfying, and that's what we're looking for with this album.
And I think more satisfying for the listeners too.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can only
Who
hope.
wants to hear something with no heart in it?
Apparently, everybody in America, because Slipknot's "All Hope Is Gone" went #1. I mean, say whether they're good at making music or if they got lucky. Either way, it crushed it. Like
both. I don't know. Lucky.
And
yeah, it's a really good record.
and this is a monster Slipknot fan right here. You know.
Right.
So
yeah.
you know, and I'm a big Slipknot fan too. But
wait, which
you
songs
know,
came from that album? I can't remember.
oh gosh.
"All Hope Is Gone," "Psychosocial."
Oh, that one.
Lots of really
That was a really
famous
good
songs.
album, though. God, that was a really good album, though.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite Slipknot album, but it's
Well,
really
no, but still, it's actually got some really good songs on it. So it's like shit.
good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's sad that they, don't feel like they put their full heart into the stuff. That's just sad. But hey, whatever. I guess they're Slipknot, and I guess some.
Yeah, I mean,
It's what Clown said. I mean, he said it was like a math process. Like they were just like, all right, we do it this way and this way and this way. Like, yeah, that's great and all, but I really like the artistic process where everyone feels like they got a chunk of the pie in the album. It's not like,
I think I saw them in 2005 in Augusta, and they were playing with Hatebreed and Slayer. And Slayer was the headliner. Slipknot played right before them, and the Hatebreed opened the whole thing. So it was a really good show, you know what I mean? And I love fucking Slipknot. And then I went to Knotfest meets Ozfest in 2017 in November that year. And it was not Slipknot fucking playing. It was his other band. How do you call it fucking Knotfest and then have Stone Sour fucking play? You suck. Anywho, and I won the tickets from KLOS and in Los Angeles, it was just fucked up, and I won the tickets. And Slipknot was there at a pop-up event at the Palladium in Hollywood, and when they did the drawing for the tickets, and it was not, Ozfest meets Knotfest, like hello, and then you get there and you find out it's fucking Stone Sour. I wanted to murder people. How is it that Slipknot did the pop-up event, but then I ended up seeing fucking Stone Sour at the concert? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Corey Taylor. I love Stone Sour. Don't get me wrong. But they're not goddamn Slipknot. Anyway, but tell us more about Suppressed Intentions. How many members are there in the band? Like,
there are 6 of us. And so it's 3 guitar players, bass, drums, our screaming vocalist, which is Garrett. And then I do the clean vocals, so we split between clean and dirty vocals. Garrett started out, didn't know a lot about music, and he's still learning. But he's grown by leaps and bounds, especially.
He's chiming in about the music. You gotta listen to your dog. He's trying to tell you something.
Can we get a dog cam?
He's an asshole. Hold on, I'll go shut him up.
I want to get a dog cam.
We need to. Oh, dude, we should totally.
Can we
do
just
that.
make the podcast the dog?
Dude,
And then just
we
like
should get
all
one of
3 of
these
us leave, and then it's just the dog.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get Greg to get a little camera to put on his dog's collar, and then we're gonna have it run through the house all willy-nilly so we can see what the fuck he does.
I would watch that for hours.
That would be badass. So so we know. Okay, so Garrett. What's Garrett's last name as the lead?
Garrett Seamus is our screaming vocalist. Okay. Then there's John McCarthy as our bass player, and then we have the 2 Chris's. Chris Smith, we just call him Smith, and then there's Chris Quintanar, we just call him Q.
I love it.
We wanted to make him a Q hat. Mm-hmm. But so that way he could like wear that around. But then QAnon came out, and we were like,
okay.
Now we can't associate.
Those
and so it was like a huge, it was annoying.
Bitches. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I had like plans. I was gonna like work. Garrett does all of our merch, and I was gonna be like, dude, we're gonna make like a bunch of Q shirts, and it'll be great. And then that shit happened, and I was like, wow, you guys really fucked me in the ass. You made everything a lot fucking harder for me. Thanks. Dicks. Because now I'm trying to like rebrand, and It's not like I think of the band as a business. I'm just like, funny idea. And they're like, no.
Well, no, I mean, it is a business though. It is.
Yeah, I don't
And,
think of it that way. I think of it as
because
my
it
performance
costs
art.
because it costs money. I mean, think about that. All the time you guys spend in recording studios and hiring people and there's so much
Everything
going
costs
into
money.
it.
Yeah.
You can't think of it that way,
mus-
though. You have to think of
musical
it as like,
instruments and everything you do is money. It costs money.
yeah, but you have to.
All of it.
It's like NASCAR. Like those fuckers bleed money into it for like barely any gain, and
Yeah.
the only people that win are like 4 to 5 total people. But
Every time you play
like-
the Whiskey a Go-Go,
it's
for
it's
sure.
very very
tax fucking write off. That's what I'm saying.
And honestly, that's why we play a lot of local right now. Again, a lot of it's because we're working on the record, and
That's
we
the
don't
main
want to.
reason.
That's the main reason we're not playing any out of town shows right now. And Nathan, love the guy, but he hits us up all the time, and I'm like, hey, dude, I'm sorry, we're working on the record. That's got to
Of
be
course,
priority
that
right
comes
now.
First. No, of course, that always is priority. You don't want to. I mean, yeah, okay. Right now, you only have 4 songs. That's only going to take up so. Plus, maybe you did some covers or something to go with it. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Your full set looks like in the sense. I mean, I've seen your set, but in the sense of like, you know what I mean? Like you only have so much to fill. Right now. So you need that new album out also, so you have the old songs and the new songs to play from, and then that gives you more of a repertoire to, more. It gives you more options.
The album's gonna knock your windows off.
Yeah, absolutely.
The album's
The
insane.
first 4 songs fucking knocked my goddamn socks off. So I can't imagine.
It's no,
what
it,
the
the,
new
the
goddamn
EP
music
doesn't
is
even
gonna be.
compare.
Holy
It's so
shit.
good.
Yeah.
The album's so good.
The album's really kind of an evolution of and some of the album stuff is stuff we've kind of already been playing, but it's really that next evolution of our sound.
Nice.
So the EP was kind of that first foray. This was our first foray into the writing process. This is what we were doing. This is how we sounded initially, and we've kind of grown from there with each song that we write. A little more of everybody's influence comes into it. A little more of everybody's talent level goes up higher and higher. And that's really great. Garrett, from where he was to where he is now, is completely different. Much more talented on screaming. Smith and Q have really started exploring their stuff. We try to get in a little more triple harmony stuff, which we enjoy doing. And John is just absolutely fantastic bass player. And really kind of our voice of reason in the band a lot of the times. He and I are a little bit on the older side. So
there's a lot of times where we're writing a song and like all 5 of us are like, this song's great. And then John's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This song sucks. And so we have to like, oh, what's wrong with it? And he'll be like, dude, like this and this. And we're like, oh, that does suck. Let's change that. That is significantly worse than we thought it would. It's like when you like, I don't know, like for any musicians out there, it's like when you were working on a piece and you become like ear blind to it and you're like, good day's work. And then you go back and listen to it the next day and you're like, that was horrible. Oh my God, start over. Or like when you like are living in your house and you're like nose blind and then you leave on a vacation to like a nice song hotel and you come back and you're like, I live in a closet.
You got nose blind.
It's like that. John's a very sobering individual for how much alcohol he consumes. It's pretty surprising.
That's too fucking funny, dude. All right, let's play some music. So we've got. Do we want to do the 2 songs first and then end with the 2 videos?
The 2 songs so Conquer and Divide and Exist are the 2 music videos that we released.
That are on music. So we'll play the other 2 songs off Spotify first.
If you want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want the visuals to be like what stays in the person's mind, especially.
Absolutely.
Because those are 2 really powerful videos, and I want to save the best for last. I mean, all 4 songs are amazing, but I really want to like drive home that visual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Badass. Fuck yeah. All right. So we got Okay, so Conquer and Divide and Exist are the two videos. So we have The Wolf and we have False Idols. Which one would you want to play first?
You dealer's choice.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
do not care.
Okay. Let's try The Wolf first. And can you tell us about that song before we play it? Like, what was the inspiration for writing it? What's it
That
about?
song, musically, I actually wrote probably, and I'm going to date myself and it sucks, more than 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
The music was actually written. Now, there were certain parts that were brought into that later on down the road that are a little more modern. The lyrics really came from I actually did most of the lyrics for the song. It's really more of just kind of a indictment on people that are weak. And I don't mean like in the political sense, like you're this, you're that. I mean people that are easily led by one thing or another and don't think for themselves.
Sheeple. Fucking sheeple.
Wait.
That's what I
Wait,
call
we
them.
changed that lyric.
I mean, we had it as
That's what I call them. I call them sheeple.
Um,
Sheep people.
But yeah, and it's not even a political statement. It's more of a people that are
Mindset.
just weak-minded, and we come across these
Yes.
people in our daily lives that are.
Well, it's easy to be weak-minded. It's humans have like
So
this
easy.
psychological drive to like follow people. Whether you're a leader or a follower, like it's really easy
Fuck
to
all
like because
that.
the universe is so fucking complicated that people set up these like goalposts of like what society should be. And so you start following them. You start following people like Joe Rogan, and you start following people like really aggressively. And unfortunately, it's really easy to get into the mindset. Nothing against Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan, but like to like get into the mindset of like, I should think this very specific way, and then like you hit the age of 30 and you start noticing all your friends around you are like very cookie cutter. Like I can't tell you, like the worst part about getting old is the monotony of it. And like learning, like I'm only 27, but like learning how easy it is for people to fall into like routines of thought. Like blanket statementing people and just like being a really passive associate of society. You know, just not being an individual, not thinking for yourself.
Yeah.
I know it's easy to say, like, oh, think for yourself, but it's really hard. Like in today's modern days,
Whatever.
it's really easy to get swept up in the monotony of like what people tell you.
No.
And it's really hard to be like, don't believe what they say, because then what do you believe? Like, so just the wolf is like, focus on yourself and be a leader amongst people around you. And also, like wolves, surround yourself with people that appreciate you.
I've always been a leader, never been a follower. I don't do that shit. I would rather have less friends because I don't give a fuck. I have enough people that like me. I tell my children all the time, not everybody's going to like you in this life. Not everybody's going to be your fucking friend. Who fucking cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, just be you. Just be you. And don't be... And I used to have a pin on my shirt, my jacket, my jean jacket when I was in high school. It said, stupid people shouldn't breed. And I hold true to that to this day. I still, one of my favorite fucking sayings of all time. But let's play, hell yeah, let's play The Wolf. I'm going to queue up, let's see, we're on Spotify. Alrighty. Let's get this puppy started. We're going to play The Wolf by Suppressed Intentions on Wicked Entertaining, iHeartRadio, Sony Music Entertainment. Enjoy The Wolf.
Let's go!
Hell yeah. Woo. Fuck yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Good stuff. And fuck, that was a badass song.
Hooray!
Fuck yeah. I want to play. Next one I'm going to play is False Idols off Spotify. Tell our viewers a little bit more about that song. Like when.
So that's probably, honestly, like one of our worst songs. And it's not to pick on, our own material, but we're our own worst critic. The message is great, but as we've kind of gotten into our newer stuff and as we've kind of grown as a band, we kind of look back on that one and we're like, it could be better. But it's another one of those songs about false leaders, people that lead with lies. Much more political, I would say, to our political climate. But that was a lot of our early stuff really revolved around that premise of people that lead with lies, people that follow liars, and people that follow people that don't have good character, and that's kind of where a lot of the thought process is. Obviously, as we've evolved with the band, our messages are a little bit different.
Because there's nothing wrong with being a liar. There's something wrong with believing and appreciating liars. Like there's a lot of people that are like, I will make rainbows every day, and then like no rainbows show up, and everyone's like, I still love Rainbow Man. He was great. Rainbow Man was the best. Like, he never gave you rainbows. He never gave you like. Why are you still following him? Kick him to the curb. He sucks. It's like
cult of personality. Come on now.
Or any politician. He's like, I'm gonna do this for the community, and then he doesn't do it, and everyone's like, we still love him. Like, no.
Every one of them do it.
Fail.
Everyone.
You are bad. You can't blame him. You blame the followers who are just like mindlessly following. They're false idols. They're people who are like uninteresting and honestly worthless.
Damn it. Fucking internet in Maine. Fucking internet in Maine. Anyway. Hold on. God damn it. Yeah. Said fucking internet in Maine. Anyhow. That's some bullshit. Like, fucking Spectrum. I work for you sons of bitches. You're supposed to work for me.
Do you have it again?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, so you know what's gonna happen now.
Now.
What's gonna happen now is I'm going to pay the $100. No, wait. It's $200 to get the terabyte fucking receiver or whatever. I'm going high. I don't give a fuck. I told the husband, I said, look, we're going to invest. It's for the business. You know what I mean? So it's worth the investment. So then I don't have issues with fucking kicked out broadcasts.
Are we coming in queer?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Fantastic.
Oh, perfect.
My internet's being a twat.
Oh my god,
But,
you are so much louder.
Sorry.
You scared the shit out of me.
You're easily frightened.
What?
All right,
So what did I miss while I was on the dog walk?
we played the
You
wolf.
are so
Oh, kind of talking about the basis, the
dial that a little bit.
initial founding of the band and everything, kind of up to the point where we're working on what we're working on with the record and everything.
What are some of your guys' influence? Like, what are bands that just, turn you on? Like, what do you guys listen to?
Myself, everything from the 70s, early Black Sabbath. My parents joke that I was conceived, I was in the womb at a Black Sabbath concert. And I said, well, that just doomed it for me right there. So listen to my dad when I was a kid, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Rush, early Journey. And as I got older, my taste got heavier. You know, my brother listened to a lot of the 80s hair metal, you know, stuff. And then as he got older, Metallica. And then as I got older, it really thrash, Destruction, Megadeth, Metallica, and even still as I got older, Fear Factory. My current favorite is still Killswitch Engage right now.
And even still, as he got older,
I'm still going heavier. You know, people joke, you know, they get lighter as you get older.
Good God,
I'm gonna be older. You know, I'm gonna be 100 years old listening to black metal at that point because I just keep getting heavier.
Well, no, see, it's going to be abstract doom metal from the 1300s. You see, it'll be mega gent with 19 string guitars and 7 kick drums, and you won't understand it because that's what happens when you get old. Nothing is funny anymore, and no one understands because everything is cryptic and enigmatic.
They incorporated didgeridoo.
Yes, didgeridoo gent metal. I would listen. 10 out of 10. Grammys, where are you?
Fuck yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh shit.
All right, now that we're up to what's going on.
Didgeridoo gent metal. What 1 out of 10. Where would you rank the likelihood of you listening to this? Brian.
I'll try anything once.
Yeah,
You'll listen to
10 out
anything
of 10.
once?
at least once.
If I said, no, you wouldn't. If I walked up to you with a cassette tape and I was like, hey, bro, I got this didgeridoo gent metal, and it's on a cassette tape. You must go buy it. No, it's a vinyl CD. You must go buy.
Vinyl CD.
You're making it real hard for me to listen to this shit, bro. Real hard.
Cassette.
You must go buy a
Cassette
gramophone.
players even exist anymore? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, have mercy.
He'd hand you a wax cylinder. Tell you, hey,
Yeah.
go find
Wax
one of those.
Wax cylinder didgeridoo gent metal. We get hyper
That would be
elitist.
awesome. It's on
And if
microfiche
you listen
at
to
the
anything
library.
else, you are a commoner.
Microfiche at the library. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna.
Exactly.
All right, let's play false idols. All right, suppressed intentions. You guys are fucking crazy. All right, we'll be 1 second. All right, we're listening to suppressed intentions on Wicked Entertaining. We're on Rock Rage Radio, iHeartRadio, Sony Music Entertainment, and we're also on Spotify. We're going to be playing False Idols by Suppressed Intentions. Enjoy.
It's on your phone. Do what they tell you.
Hell yeah. Good stuff. And no. What's up?
What's up?
Aw, that was some good stuff right there, I'll tell you what. That was
Fantastic.
good stuff right there. Hell yeah. I think Greg must have had to drop out. I don't know what happened. Bye, Greg. I love you.
I miss Greg.
I do too already. I missed him.
Do
I
I
did miss him
know
at the
Greg
concert Saturday
somewhere?
night, though. That was
I don't know.
my co-host. he just left. No, he's from a radio station up in northern Maine, where he lives.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
He is the
Well,
reason I was able to go to the awesome Five Finger Death Punch on Saturday. Oh, here we go. There we go. He's back.
There he is.
Greg, I missed you so much.
Yes, you guys
Where
too.
were you?
Well, I had two windows open, so when the songs were playing, it was both playing at the same time. I'm an idiot, so I closed the wrong fucking window. I'm sitting there watching the video, and I'm like, "Is she gonna put me back in or what?" And then I realized I'm watching as a viewer, not as a host.
Greg, never leave me again. I have a fear of loneliness.
That was some great shit, though. That song, "False Idols," that's good stuff.
It's
Hey,
fun.
you guys said earlier on, I believe you said you put out an EP. Is that correct?
Yeah, the 4 songs that we have there is part of the EP. It's called the Rise EP.
So where can somebody buy that? Or what's
it's
the
on-
best way to support you guys? Like if I
The
want to
best
buy
way to
something and
support
support
us-
you guys, how would I do that?
Merchandise.
Yeah, absolutely. The merch. If you go to
Merchandise.
Bandcamp and you look us up, we actually do have a merch store.
Awesome.
We do send out our merch, and here's Cameron showing
Ooh, look
some
at
of the.
that. Very
There's
nice.
the
That's
cover of the
awesome.
Rise EP.
Very nice.
And our,
It's soft. It could comfort a baby boy. It could fit your young child. It could clothe your adolescent preteen.
Waddle babies.
It could dress you if you are naked. It can do all of these
Lucy and
things.
Afraid.
Believe me, it can do all of these
Uh,
things. It is multi-use. I
Very
promise.
nice.
So yeah, if you go to Bandcamp and you get on there, look up Suppressed Intentions. We do have a merch store there.
Sweet.
Obviously, not everybody can make it out to our shows because you don't all live on the Central Coast.
They can. They're just lazy.
It's only a 50-hour drive, maybe a
Buy
60-hour
airplane
drive.
tickets to the bar.
It's only a
Because
6-hour
they're
plane
lazy.
ride. Anyway.
But actually, it's kind of a trip now, especially in our area, where we've played a lot of shows and we've brought a lot of people into shows. And now, if you go to our shows, there's just all kinds of people wearing our shit. And it's like, even if like we went to a show about a month or two ago, we weren't even playing. We just went to a show, and there was easily 5 or 6 people that are wearing our stuff, and it's just like,
Oh yeah,
This is
I remember
weird.
that.
That's
Yeah,
got to
no
feel
one-
pretty fucking good, doesn't it?
yeah, it feels really weird, just because some of us, this is really our first foray in a major band, and
Yeah.
and for us to like, holy shit, people are actually wearing our shit. People will come, to shows, and they're wearing our stuff, and it's like,
It's because it's so comfy.
yeah, absolutely, it can't be the music. It's comfy.
It's
It's what it
very
is.
comfortable.
So no, I mean, Cameron does the designs on the merch. There you go, right there.
like
I
it.
don't make any of it. Garrett
But
makes
Garrett
all of it.
does.
I just make it
made.
look good. Garrett actually makes us money.
And yeah, Garrett will sell ice to Eskimos. He
He
is
will.
a fantastic marketer.
I don't know how either, because I feel like I'm a likable SOB, and I go and I'm like, "Hey guys, want a sweater?" And they're like, "No." And then Garrett approaches them with this bearded for your pleasure attitude, and fucking like sells like 20 fucking sweaters. And I don't understand what the hell I'm doing wrong, but apparently I need social skills.
Now, does it concern you that he could quit the band tomorrow and go be a comedian, or
Oh,
you
this guy?
you worry about that at all, or?
That's a side hustle.
Who?
You,
Me? Do what?
comedian.
I guess.
Stand-up
That's a
comedy.
side hustle.
I need to be funny though. That's a prime requirement.
You are funny. I hate everything, and you've been making me laugh all night. Like I'm not kissing your ass. Like
Okay, well now we're getting married. I also hate it. I'm flying out to Maine.
Right?
Bye, Brian.
Come on
It's
now.
very cold and there's no metal. I'm telling you right now.
Oh well, now okay.
That's
That
what we're gonna
relationship
change.
is over
I
really
know,
fast.
I
I was
know.
into you,
Change that.
and then you're like, it's cold and there's no metal.
No, we're gonna change that. There's a lot.
That's
of
the
people
second
love
quickest
metal today.
relationship I've ever been in.
Nice, nice. Silver medal. It's okay.
All right.
I'll find love eventually.
we got two more videos we're gonna play. We've got Conquer and Divide, and we've got Exist. I want to play Conquer and Divide first, and then
Yay.
Exist to round out the show. Can you tell people a little bit more about each of the songs and what they're about and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. Conquer and Divide is again, this one's probably the most political, but in a way that talks about don't let anybody conquer your thoughts, conquer your way of thinking, and divide us. And that's really what's happening. And not to be political speeches or any of that bullshit, because I'm probably one of the least fucking political people out, and I was a lot more liberal, like I would say 5-10 years ago. I'm very much a centrist. Like, I don't give a shit who you are. You're lying to me. If you're a politician and your mouth is moving, you're lying.
Yeah.
So
We got a very diverse political spectrum because I'm extremely left. Aggressive
Hate it when it-
behaviors.
hate it
Oh,
when
guys,
it's
started
like-
talking politics. I got to shut down.
no.
Ryan gets super centrist, and then like I think
It's
one
Facebook.
of the band members is a Republican.
Just
So we're very like diverse, and I feel like that's one reason why we try not to like write too much political music. But Conquer and Divide is like our one like political
And-
stab.
And
Well,
we've actually
the problem with doing political shit is half the people are going to love it, and then the other half the people are going to fucking hate it. So you automatically potentially alienate half of your audience by doing it.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
and
Yeah,
actually
that's
there's-
true.
Because
Yeah,
Rage
true.
Against the Machine, like, I dude, their whole thing was like really
Fuck the
aggressive
government.
leftist politics,
Yeah.
and right wingers love Rage Against the Machine. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
really
that
comes
just
down to,
totally negated my whole argument. Never mind. I'll just shut up.
it comes down to if you're good at it, and I don't think we're good at politics songs, so we don't do that. But we're good at like our
Too
thing,
funny.
so we stay on our thing.
So really,
All right.
and if you listen to the second verse, it's really there is left or right. It doesn't really matter, and that's really the whole point. Is don't identify yourself one way or the other just because somebody tells you this is how it is. Do your homework, read the material, find things that align with your morals, your character, you as a person. And that's where I have kind of come into play, where it's really for me about character. If I look at somebody and I see their character is there's things that give me pause with the way, my morals, my ethics, my work ethic, everything like that. If I see you and you conflict with that, I'm not necessarily going to be as forgiving as other people, and not necessarily even because I would dislike that person. I give everybody a fair chance, but basically when I write stuff like that, I'm really looking at the way the world is, and the way our music video, a lot of people are like, oh, BLM, and the imagery. And first of all, it's a lyric video. We sent that out. This is what the guy came up with. We looked at it like, yeah, that kind of works. Because it shows that clear division between here's one side, here's the other.
Yeah.
Don't believe any of this shit.
Right. Yeah.
Think for
It's all-
yourself.
It's all to divide us. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
tell everybody about what Exist is.
Exist is very much about alienation, being alone.
Yeah, you suppressing yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's probably Conquer and Exist are two most played songs. People love them. We tend to open our shows with Exist. We tend to end our shows with Conquer and Divide, and the crowd loves them. We got a lot of people that sing Conquer at shows now, which is
I sing both
freaking
of those
amazing.
songs every time I see
Which is
you
shocking. We did not expect
yeah, we didn't
Conquer
expect
to
it.
be the big one.
Yeah, we did not expect Conquer to be the big one.
It is
But
fucking surprising.
and then people
Shut up, phone. I'm busy.
That's why there's a silent button on her.
Shut up, Brian. No, everybody shut up.
Oh, you pissed him off now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go cry.
Did not expect Conquer to be as good as it was. But you know, there's a lot of good stuff about that. It's really it's the most metalcore of our songs, I would say. And then Exist is just balls out heavy, and I love it. And it's just a freaking heavy song, great to play. It's a great song to open our set. And the video is pretty badass for that. And we did that locally. You know, for people to say you can't do anything locally, and I've had people in this area go, oh, you have to be successful in LA. You have to do this. Yes, at some point you do.
Yeah.
However,
It's not the only city.
my belief has always been you have to solidify in your own market first, because that's your core audience. That's the people when you come home from tour and you play your welcome back show that are going to pack out the building and really support you.
You're closer to San Francisco. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's
We're kind of in between.
Kind of, yeah.
If you
The
take
world-
out the traffic.
The world has just changed so radically in the last 4 or 5 years with technology and COVID and just like all that shit. It's somebody you can almost. I mean, I've never been to LA, so I don't understand the LA. Well, I kind of understand the LA scene, but you know, I almost think that anybody you in this day and age with the video, you could make it anywhere. You know, just got to get that
Greg,
shit out
I
there in
thought
front of
you
people.
Greg, we're going on a road trip next year. You got to go with me. Take some time off. Tell HOU they're gonna have to fucking deal without you.
Yeah, and I don't, I don't crap on LA or anything, but LA is just that scene where there's so much to see, so much to do, so much going on that you really have to be something for people to turn out. You know,
exhausted going to 4 or 5 shows a week sometimes.
For sure.
It's a lot.
Oh, poor baby.
on top,
I know.
But on top of the fucking day job, like it's exhausting. It fucking is. Because I go hard. Like last time I saw these motherfuckers in concert, I went home in pain. But it was a good feeling, you know. And I think I was in pain for at least a couple of days afterwards because I went hard at their concert. And
that's high compliment. Not whether our music was good. Were you in pain after?
Yes, that's how you know it was good. Because I was in pain. I went hard. I was like, fuck yes. And you're very right about that. Garrett has come a long way.
Nice.
And there she goes.
There she goes.
Bye.
Hopefully she can get back in because I don't know how to control any of this.
Motherfucker. Anywho.
Oh, there, we're back.
I was excited. I had a loan.
You got to get that upgrade, boss.
I know. Anyway, but
don't you get the employee discount here?
I got the middle package like an asshole. I didn't want to pay the $200 deposit to get the terabyte, but I'm just gonna sack up and just do it. Anyhow,
sounds like me and my amplifiers.
It is what it is. You got to put in the investment. It costs money. Hey, tax write-off. All right, anyway. We're going to play Conquer and Divide, and then we're going to play Exist by Suppressed Intentions right here on Wicked Entertaining. We are on Rock Rage Radio, iHeartRadio, Sony Music Entertainment, and Spotify, among other places. We'll be back in a moment. Enjoy. Here we go. Conquer and Divide by Suppressed Intentions.
side, united we will defy. This is the air, united we will defy. No longer shackled by labels and lies. Standing together, together.
Kind of right now, and I don't think anyone can argue that. Like, it's hard just getting out of bed. We learn a lot of truth about who we are and where we're going in rough times, because you will find hope in truth. You will find hope in companionship. You will find companionship in heavy metal. And you will find purpose in your suppressed intentions. Let's get it.
Ta-da!
Oh, that was good shit.
Yes, I'm glad.
Thank
you
you.
think so.
I had to go buy the EP while I was listening. I couldn't contain myself.
Awesome.
Amazing. We really.
My only
appreciate it.
complaint, $5, not enough. We had to go a little bit more than that.
Awesome.
Thanks, my
Now,
man.
I was in your merch store, and I don't want to be a complainer, but
Oh.
what is the deal? You only have like the booty shorts and extra large. There's no fat guy booty shorts. What the fuck? I mean,
We sell the fuck out of those booty shorts.
Yeah, we
I don't know
I
what
bet
the
you do.
hell's going on. But when I was 15, I wasn't like, yes, I will get older and make metal music and sell booty shorts. I thought I was just gonna fucking like, do shows and like sell T-shirts and shit. But we're selling booty shorts, and like
Surprise.
people who don't even listen to us are wearing them, and they're the best booty shorts. They're like way better than any that I could buy at a store. And I'm like, okay, how do we get this level of acceptance with our T-shirts? Because we're having trouble selling those, but for some reason we're Victoria's Secret all of a sudden. It's pissing me the fuck off. I don't know what the fuck. How do I ramp my T-shirt sales and subsidize my booty short sales? How do I figure this out? I need that guy from Shark Tank who owns Fugi or whatever the fuck. I need him to bring LL Cool J into my life and be like, here's how you make money with clothes. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Jesus.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we probably the biggest sellers we have are the hoodies and legit the booty shorts.
This is fucking ridiculous.
That's a booty short.
I don't know how to make it stop.
But if you hit up Garrett, I'm sure we can hook you up. Something for you in a bigger size.
Yeah, I do need a fat guy hoodie for sure. You guys tell me what it costs, I'll pay it.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you look up the band page, you hit up Garrett. He's our merch guy extraordinaire. That guy will sell ice to everyone.
What?
Yeah.
There was supposed to be an analogy there. I suppose ice selling to everyone is great.
He'll
Everybody
sell
needs
ice
ice.
to people in Maine, where it's like minus 30 half the year.
And they have no metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And they have no metal.
Yeah.
As long as I get free booty shorts with my ice, I'm in.
That's all right. We're gonna bring a metal scene to Maine. That is one of my goals.
Fly us
is
out
to
there. We'll
bring
play a
that type
show.
of stuff. I want rock and metal to be more prevalent here, like hard rock, more of the harder stuff. There is a market. There's a lot of people in Maine that love metal. It's just not enough bands up here or coming up here, even though like a local scene really to play. So if we bring up some bands from other states, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, whatever, we start bringing bands into the state from other states, I think we'll be fine. It's just not okay. We could only do it maybe 7 months of the year, but still, we'll okay, no metal during the winter months, but but we can at
That's
least,
bullshit.
we're fucked from
We need
middle
metal
of
more than ever
December.
in the wintertime. That we
I
don't
know.
blow our
I'm
heads
not
off
playing.
in
I'm
depression.
sorry. I'm not playing an outdoor venue in 30 below. I got to draw the line
You
somewhere.
Put your guys inside. Come on now.
We've got
My nipples can only get so hard.
And this guy goes shirtless for every show, so he might,
not
you know.
Maine, you wouldn't.
Oh, that
maybe
made my
from,
nipples tingle.
Let's say April to October, April to November, even you could play out there, to be honest with you.
April
Because,
might
know,
be a
when this-
little chilly,
really-
actually.
Yeah,
Not for
it's
them.
chilly, but for an indoor venue, we're okay.
Oh,
just not
yeah,
outdoors,
fuck yeah.
But outdoors, I would say not till like end of May.
Yeah.
Probably,
May, June,
before
yeah.
bother
I
with
mean,
any
even
of
here it gets
Yeah.
pretty friggin' cold, and
Yeah.
we've played some outdoor venues. We played an outdoor show in LA in January, and this guy broke a cymbal because it was that friggin' cold.
Jeez.
Yeah, my
All right.
cymbal cracked.
Well,
That's fucking annoying.
I want. Can you please tell everybody where they can find you, like social media sites, website, and
Yeah,
Suppressed
anything
Intentions
like that.
music.
Yeah, absolutely. If you actually Google us, we show up really quickly.
Yeah.
But if you go to Facebook, Suppressed Intentions, Instagram, Suppressed Intentions Music,
Oh, yeah.
we're on YouTube. We're on every streaming platform. We're also there's a couple of search sites we're on now too.
Yeah.
That we were just added to. I can't remember what they are. Sorry
If
about
you
that.
want us to get a Twitter, I can get one, and we can update you on when all of us take a shit. So I'll link all of our accounts.
You guys need a TikTok.
Do we?
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to say that I'm into
Let's do
fucking
TikTok.
TikTok, but I'm hooked.
TikTok's
We
great.
want-
It's a
we-
great media
We want
source.
to get as many people as possible.
I think Cameron would do
Um,
fantastic on.
I
Oh,
think
he
so
has a
too.
TikTok. This guy
Yeah.
has a TikTok. This guy's.
I have a few videos with like 80,000 views.
Fuck
Jesus,
yes.
that does not
That's what I'm talking
surprise
about.
me at all.
You just got to know how to like, I don't know, make jokes
Well,
and like
I want
stay
to-
prevalent. That doesn't mean I'm like doing well. Like I have like 400 followers. Like I'm not like killing it in TikTok. I don't have like a net worth, but I'm doing funny stuff and trying to stay relevant.
80,000 views is impressive. I think my
That's
biggest
fu-
is like
that is fucking
600.
impressive.
So
Yes. Well, we want to thank Suppressed Attentions tonight for being on the show. Really appreciate you guys and letting us do a glimpse into your world and for
Yes.
This has been my-
let
this has
us
been my
show your
favorite
music.
band so far. Granted, I've only done a couple of shows, but you guys fucking rock,
Hey,
man. Like for
we got to
real.
start somewhere. So if we're number 1 out of 2, hey, we'll take it.
Let them know.
Well,
Let them know when our album comes out. That album's gonna
Oh, yeah.
smack you in the mouth like a truck.
yes.
Oh, yeah, for
please
sure.
Let me know, and then we can bring you back on the show, and we can showcase the music from the new album.
We're filming
just
2 music
keep me
videos for
updated.
it. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
How
sick.
far
Just keep
out
me
is the album,
updated
do you
on
think?
stuff.
It's hard to.
End
Yeah,
of the year.
end of the year is the goal.
Nice.
It's hard to say. We're still in recording process right
Yeah.
now, so you never know with these things. We're working really hard on it. It's definitely priority 1 for us.
We're shooting photos for the album art though this October 20th.
Nice.
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
just keep me
I'm
updated.
excited. I can't wait to hear some of the stuff off it.
You'll see it. You'll see it,
We'll
man.
get you back
gonna
on
be
the
sick.
show. We'll play some music, and it's gonna be fun.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you
Hell
guys
yeah.
so much. Biggest thing, everybody, please out there, go like their pages on social media, follow them, subscribe to their stuff, share. That's a big thing. Support your local music scene as well as music around the world, because we need to uplift musicians and artists and get more exposure for them, and for them to get new fans. And that's the big thing. We want to showcase these bands to the world so that everybody can have more appreciation for them. So please support. That's the biggest thing. But let's see. Next Wednesday, September 28th, we got Slanderous from I think Riverside County, out that way somewhere. I think they out Southern California. And then we've got our buddies from Band of Family coming on Friday, September 30th. We got some dates that need to be filled. Hit me up, Jennifer DeVoe Muse, or hit us up on the Wicked Entertaining page or Wicked Entertaining fan page, or hit up Greg Coster or any of us, and Amy Bowman or any of them.
I don't want to do any
Shaver,
work here. I'm
everybody.
just sitting here talking. I don't want to actually do
what
any
the
work.
fuck
Come on.
ever.
This is
Anyway,
why I like you,
just
Greg. You have my
tell
type of
somebody,
personality.
I'm a
goddammit,
lazy
you don't
piece
wanna
of
be on the
shit,
show.
but I'm
That's me.
personable.
You
I
are
am that
lazy.
guy.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
I am
up.
also this guy.
All right. Anyway, till next time. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching Wicked Entertaining. We appreciate all of you.
Thank
And
you
again,
guys
thank
very
you so
much.
much to Suppressed Intentions for letting us be a part of your world.
Thanks for having
Yes.
us.
Let's go. Hell yeah. Till next
Good.
time.